The Bellingham, a 33-bedroom hotel in the heart of the northern town of Wigan. Run by 24-year-old former burger van operator Richard Phillips.
See, that's what I'm used to doing on a catering van. Frying chips, grilling burgers.
Richard's dad, local businessman Steve, took over the Bellingham last year.
Morning. Morning.
Putting his inexperienced son in charge of restoring the once proud Victorian hotel back to its former glory.
Did that help?
It did actually, it went back in a bit.
As well as taking responsibility for 33 bedrooms, 2 bridal suites, a function room, restaurant and bar, Richard also inherited his sales and marketing manager, the 6-foot former catwalk queen, Jen Hunter.
Richard is our divine leader.
Richard always wins.
No, Richard doesn't always win.
Richard's in charge. An ex-supermodel as your marketing manager, I suppose it gives the Bellingham a bit of a wow factor. I suppose it puts a bit more glamour back in the building. Oh yes, genius.
He wouldn't have been my first choice to run a hotel. If you could wave a magic wand and make him brilliant at personal organisation and management, then that would be great.
And either what?
He's young, so he deals with things that some people wouldn't deal with in certain ways.
Shit at this bit as well.
Swear to God, man, you will test any woman's patience to the limit.
Richard and Jen also failed to see eye to eye on the Bellingham's Wild West-themed restaurant, the Speedway Grill. Richard's grand plan was to inject some northern soul into the building, but his cowboy cuisine failed to fire up custom, and he was forced to shut its doors.
Genuinely thought it was really going to work. It just makes it all the more unfortunate that it just never really took off.
I think that you need to stick to your job, and I need to stick to my job.
The failure of the restaurant hit the hotel hard, and with bedrooms selling for just £25 per night, Richard and Jen have found it hard to agree on the way forward.
It's going to get to the point where it's going to be cheaper to close a business down and board the windows up than it is to get people into the door.
If Richard doesn't turn things around soon, the Bellingham could go down the pan.
Failure's not an option. I really don't want to fail, and I'm the boss, so anything goes tits up, it's my fault.
Enter the hotel inspector. Can renowned expert Alex Polizzi help Richard secure the Bellingham's future?
You're looking very smart today, Richard. I am impressed, but that's not to say you don't always look smart.
So, here I am at the Bellingham, which apparently 30 years ago was the place to be seen in Wigan. Looking at the cactuses either side of the front door, I've got a treat in store.
To find out why the hotel is failing, Alex will stay the night.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. My name's Richard.
Richard, Alex Polizzi.
Hello.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having me here.
If you just book in with me first, and then we'll take you upstairs to your room, okay?
Yeah. Am I allowed to have a look in some of the bedrooms?
No, of course, wherever you'd like to see.
Okay, great, thank you.
If you'd like to come with me, I'll show you.
Great.
To your room. Let me get the job.
Thanks, darling.
The Bellingham has 33 ensuite bedrooms. But for her stay, assistant manager Carol has arranged for Alex to be offered her choice of the hotel's 2 premier rooms, the bridal suites, both charged at £70 per night.
Thank you.
Let's go in. This is one of the 2 suites which we use predominantly as wedding rooms. It is classified as one of the better rooms. So this one's charged out at £70 a night.
It wouldn't cost a lot of money to put a plain white cover on the bed. That, with this carpet and those blinds, are kind of death.
To be a fly on the wall would be good. I know I said I wouldn't want to have been following it, but at the same time, you always want to know what's being said about something that you care about so much.
Goodness. I don't know whether it's the tiles or the floral curtains with the tiles or the pink shower curtain. I'd find this a pretty depressing suite to spend a wedding night in. Onward.
The first suite has left a sour taste, So Alex demands to see option 2, which looks very different.
Thank you.
Here we are, Alex.
Compared to the other room, this looks like the Savoy. I can't quite believe that you sell this room for the same price as the other room. It's a bit cheeky. Thanks, bye. Well, the decor of this room is not to my taste, but it does look as if it's been fairly recently done. It's quite fresh. Not quite sure what this is for.
I suppose I'm a little bit nervous that she's on her own. I mean, there's always the chance that she could find something that would massively surprise us, but no, I'm fairly confident.
OK, this is the first sign of things not being done particularly well. Can you see that? That dark, nasty mark? I mean, that's pretty manky too.
We've done the normal monthly deep cleans and the guys have done all the room inspections.
Never seen that happen before.
I know that it's clean. I'll always back that up. I know the housekeepers do a good job.
Ah, look at all this. Starting to feel slightly grossed out.
A tour of the Bellingham's other rooms, charged at £25 a night, also fails to raise a smile.
Everything's horrible. You know, the curtains are disgusting. The carpet's all tatty. Pillows? Can you call that a pillow, even? Does that come under the pillow family? Gosh, well, this is a pretty depressing room, isn't it? Almost the most depressing thing is that someone has thought, in a moment of lunacy, that the only way to cheer this room up is to put these kind of rather odd beach hut pictures around. Why would you put one there? They probably don't sell it on The View, do they?
With the bedrooms providing little cheer, Alex heads downstairs. But to her taste, the Bellingham's northern restaurant is a little too Western.
When Richard took over as management, they tried to make it like a kind of steakhouse grill theme.
We invested quite heavily in the artwork on the walls. Put a few cactuses in there, tried to make it feel a bit desert-like.
It's horrific.
It's rare that I've seen such an ill-conceived restaurant idea in all my life. Of course, it didn't work, and this is what is left. Who wakes up in the morning and goes, I know what I'll do to revive the fortunes of the Bellingham Hotel. Let's have a Mexican grill.
It's not a Mexican theme, it's just cactuses. You get cactuses in America. I like the cactuses.
The colour in here is awful. The lighting in here is awful. This is where they now serve breakfast. I don't know, it's a very uneasy mix for me. I don't like it at all.
The disappointing bedrooms and the ill-conceived Speedway Grill have left Alex wondering if the young manager has bitten off more than he can chew.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Gosh, so if you were forced to write a job description, what would you put under the title Role and Responsibilities?
Overseeing reception, managing the bar, overseeing the kitchen and managing functions.
It sounds to me like the accommodation's a poor relation here.
In what sense?
Well, you haven't mentioned a word to me about checking rooms. You haven't said to me about checking housekeeping standards. Goodness knows, I could write you a nice song on this. I haven't met Jen yet. How do you get on with her?
I think there's a lot of focus being put on the relationship between me and Jen, but...
Well, obviously, because you're the two front people, really.
I disagree. Me and Carol are the two front people for me.
OK, I think you misunderstand the role that a proper sales and marketing person has in a business, in a hotel business. They are basically one of the linchpins of a business. All right, fine. I think that's enough for today. Thanks so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye.
All right.
For Alex, the meeting with Richard has done little to inspire confidence.
In the 70s, this was the place to be seen, but the 70s is now a very long time ago. And, you know, the passing of every single year has left its mark on this place. I really have no idea which aspect of this I need to help them tackle. We've got an inexperienced manager. They don't have a restaurant anymore. Rooms are £25 a night. I can't quite understand how they think they're going to make this work. There isn't one bit that doesn't need attention. If I was in their shoes, that would make me very, very nervous.
After a good night's sleep, Alex is forced to make a pit stop at the hotel's Speedway Grill, the Bellingham's now defunct restaurant that serves as a breakfast room.
Good morning.
May I take your order, please?
Yes, lovely. I'm going to have an English breakfast. I'll have some coffee too, please.
OK.
Thank you, darling.
While the chef prepares the banquet, Richard is on hand to give it the royal seal of approval.
OK, let's go.
Fit for a king.
Yes, I agree.
Lovely, thank you.
Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank you so much. Gosh. The breakfast of champions. Arr.
But while the food might hit the spot,
It's fine.
the decor is less appetizing.
It's really an inappropriate place to eat breakfast, isn't it? Somehow.
With the chef's skills not in question, Alex is keen to discover why the Bellingham's Speedway Grill crashed and burned.
Hi, chef. I had a really nice breakfast, thank you very much. It's a kind of dead space at the heart of the hotel, isn't it? Does it bother you that there's...
It upsets me a bit, to be honest with you, because it should be a good restaurant out there, and to see it just sat there, dressed up for breakfast day in, day out, just upsets you as the chef, to be honest with you.
It's the Speedway Grill bit that I don't get, and the Mexican bit side of things.
The actual design of the restaurant had nothing to do with me.
OK. It'd be useful to see what menu you used to
I'd
have
have a copy
there.
of that. Yeah.
Thanks. So, well-priced starters, side orders, and very keenly priced meat too.
The restaurant's offering has given Alex more food for thought.
The menu certainly isn't what I'd like to eat, and it's very heavily meat-based. I mean, if you didn't want meat, there wasn't really an option. Successful restaurateurs are the ones who are kind of slightly ahead of the curve. I'm not entirely sure that Richard's in that league.
With a mothballed restaurant and hotel rooms past their sell-by date, Alex is worried that if Richard is ever going to be ahead of the curve, he's going to need some straight talking.
So, I have a little surprise arranged.
Right.
As general manager, she believes Richard isn't spending enough time overseeing the bedrooms and is unaware of just how far they've fallen behind customer expectations. So she's invited a group of the top movers and shakers from Wigan's bridal society, from wedding planners to prospective brides-to-be, to run their eye over the hotel's four-poster bridal suite. And they've come dressed for the occasion.
Hello all, do please come through. This is the general manager.
Hello, everybody. My name's Richard. It's nice to meet you.
I'm going to leave you in Richard's hands.
Right, well, I'll show you the function room first.
No, I'd like you to show the bedrooms first.
I'll show you the bedrooms first.
Thank you.
Can Richard turn on the charm?
Richard is very laid back about certain things. He puts in a hell of a lot of hours. Never cleaning rooms though, funny that, isn't it? I've never actually seen him don a penny and actually get down to the bare bones of it.
Do any of you have any thoughts on the room?
It's very tatty. Very, very tatty.
It wouldn't appeal to a young aspiring bride like Rebecca, I don't think.
There's a lot of
It
pine.
smells quite musty.
Yeah.
There's cracks in the ceiling, wallpaper's hanging off.
He's got a group of very outspoken people, which is exactly what I needed. I want him to hear some proper feedback.
My nightmare.
I hope this is helping Richard come to my conclusion that ultimately this is not a room suitable to be described as a wedding suite.
First impressions are awful.
Right.
For Richard, the management honeymoon is well and truly over.
you know, you have to put yourself in the lion's den once in a while to know what's really going on. This is a big group to deal with, darling. I do recognise that. But I think it's important to put you under pressure.
Some of the criticism, it's negative, it's constructive. And as I've said to you, anything you've said, I'm taking everything on.
With Richard's eyes opened, Alex wants him and his team to increase the hotel's profits by upgrading some of their bargain basement rooms.
I don't think all your rooms should be £25 rooms. I think you have some room stock which is a £25 room, and you have some stock which is much closer to a £35 room. I'd like you to identify them and work out what you're going to do so that you can sell them at £35, £40, so that you have a third grade of room. It's a very quick way to bring in a little bit more income without spending a huge amount of money. You know, room profit is quite pure profit.
Next, Alex wants to tame the Wild West restaurant.
We all agree that this, at the heart of the hotel, and the fact that it's so underutilised, and actually I have to say I find personally incredibly ugly and unwelcoming, and this is something that I'm going to have to tackle. I am going to come up with a fantastic design for here that is much warmer, much more welcoming, that puts it firmly back at the heart of the hotel.
Alex also wants Richard and his team to do their bit by making over the food offering.
Get a menu in here that really works. Tempt the locals back in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Finally, Alex wants Richard to step up and be the leader the hotel desperately needs.
I think that Richard has got to man up. You know, you're the general manager. I know you've had a very steep learning curve. I appreciate that you've been firefighting and you've been covering lots of jobs. But I want to push you to become a lot better, a lot quicker.
Okay.
You need to go check rooms. You need to make sure your housekeepers are doing a good job. You can't take it on a wing and a prayer. You know, you've been in this role now long enough for the staff to know you. Now you need to start forward planning.
Manning up means stop moaning. Generally, when I use it, but I think when Alex is saying it, I think she's expecting me to stand up and be a better leader, it seems. I guess that's what she's getting at. Different to my definition, but I see where she's coming from.
With Alex gone, Richard wastes little time employing his new leadership skills.
What I've been doing at the minute is going round to the rooms, making a list to see which rooms are going to be best to upgrade to the middle tier. Bed needs fixing. The disturbing carpet needs to start matching the walls.
As general manager, I think it's very important that Richard spends time in the rooms, because otherwise, how is he to know whether housekeeping do their job properly?
Since Alex's visit, it has stepped up. The way that things are cleaned have been changed. When Alex does come back, if she does find any dirty areas, it will be cleaned. But I'm 100% certain she will not find any dirty areas.
But is Richard's new management approach a little too hands-off?
Need to get that one out. And every little bit of furniture, the only thing staying in is going to be the mirror.
The best GMs are incredibly organised. They're very good communicators.
It's not a present, it needs to go.
Right, would you like me to put them somewhere special for you?
I think being more commanding and taking charge, leading from the front, that's what I'm going to do.
Notice how Richard got the mattress and the bed in and we got the actual bed.
His main role is to stand back and see the bigger picture and plan the route ahead.
You just stand it with your hands in your pocket and watch us do it. It's fine.
I'm actually enjoying watching you struggle.
Bloody hell.
I hope Alex sees the new Richard when she comes back. Slay the lion roar.
Hello. How are you all?
Good.
How's everything been going?
We've been quite busy, I think. We've had lots to be going on. We were taking all your advice on board and I think we've tackled it really head on.
Have you spent more time in the rooms, going around the rooms?
We've been up, taking stuff out of them and looking at the decorating that needs to be done.
So far, so good.
Alex wanted Richard to improve the hotel's profitability by upgrading some of the Bellingham's bedrooms, so he could charge more than just £25 a night. And he's keen to show off his progress.
Ooh.
So, this is the first one that we've done and completed.
My goodness, it's a huge, huge difference this is definitely a step up in the world, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
it does feel like this is a very different room from some of your others. Even if you can only do a couple of rooms a month.
Yeah.
You just need that middle tier.
It's a good start, but Alex thinks Richard still hasn't gone far enough. Mindful of the grilling from Wigan's Bridal Society, she wants the Bellingham team to take on the woeful wooden suite.
It's just, this is a room that I think that you need to tackle next. I know that you think that this is what people want, and maybe they do until they see it. This should be a bestseller, but it isn't the way it is at the moment. Let's not waste this room. Let's get rid. Okay?
While she puts her trust in the Bellingham team to get to grips with the bedroom renovations, Alex decides it's time to get her hands dirty in the hotel's restaurant.
Right, the cacti. They have to go.
Do you want some tissues?
Bye-bye, cactus.
I did really like the cactuses. One of them started off as a penis on the wall as well, which is quite funny. There'll be some endearing memories there. I'll certainly be sad to see them go.
I mean, I know you don't have the full scheme, but it's going to be much chicer and actually much cosier. And I think the main thing is we've got to make it really appealing. And trust me. It's really important that relaunching the Bellingham restaurant is successful because, you know, within living memory and quite recent memory, the restaurant's already failed. So, you know, people don't forgive too many failures in a row. I think that if they don't hit the mark this time, the Bellingham restaurant just won't open its doors again.
Alex's team continues the transformation from Speedway Grill to chic, modern and stylish bistro. After giving the restaurant a new direction, Alex now wants the team to put the hotel firmly back on the map.
Alex has asked us to put on an opening event to showcase the restaurant.
I'm so looking forward to being able to relaunch the restaurant, to remarket it, to get it out there, get it out in the public. I will work my backside off to make sure people are aware that this is going on.
But 1 week before the big relaunch, Richard's management skills are called into action. With the hotel's financial situation still uncertain, he's forced to make one of the toughest decisions of his young career.
Since Alex's last visit, I've had to make the decision to release a member of staff. That person's Jen. Solely for the reason that we just couldn't afford anymore. With the business how it is, we need to cut costs wherever. So unfortunately, we've just had to make that decision.
Unfortunately, they can't afford me anymore, which is a sad situation, but it's one of those things that you have to go through in life. Just put it down to experience and move onwards and upwards, I'm afraid.
With Jen gone, it's left to Carol and Richard to market the Bellingham's relaunch event.
Welcome to Studio 5.
So they look to spread the word with an advert on local radio.
I'm Richard Phillips, General Manager of the Bellingham Hotel.
You don't need to read that line because you know who you are and what your job is. Me and Carol look forward to meeting you.
Me and Carol look forward to meeting you.
Okay, I want that last line again, please, Richards. The last one was a little bit stiff.
We can't wait to see you. Please, just come and see us. Please.
I like that last one. I think that's the take.
Back at the hotel, Alex's team have completed their renovations. Changing the hotel's Wild West-themed Speedway Grill from spiky yellow into a more tasteful, refined, modern restaurant.
Ready, Richard?
I'm ready.
Stay there. Ready? There we go.
Whoa.
How good is that?
Like the chairs.
Yeah. It looks like a real restaurant now, doesn't it?
It's fantastic. It looks a million times better when there's people in it, but even now it looks like a restaurant. It's fantastic. It's everything that we wanted, so.
I think it's gorgeous. I love it.
Alex's team have also transformed the hotel's lounge area into a comfortable and stylish environment. A perfect spot for modern diners to relax with drinks before or after dinner.
It's actually now just a real lounge now. It's not just a room with a name that doesn't fit. No, I'm really impressed with it.
A cool contemporary restaurant deserves an equally stylish menu.
Just example of things, we've got sandwiches, paninis, baguettes.
So, after much consideration, Carol, Richard and Dad Steve have come up with their very own Bellingham special. Tea and cake with ham and pineapple sandwiches.
The new menu that we've put together, it's very traditional. There's afternoon tea on it, which we'll be delivering on tiered stands. First impressions, it does look really good.
Yeah.
It's really important that Richard tastes the menu, make sure the portion sizes are right.
Bready, creamy and sweet.
Could be in Cornwall right now.
And make sure ultimately that each dish is something that they would like to eat.
All the classical tea rooms in Yorkshire, London, those type of places, you pay £25 a head for that quality of presentation. It looks absolutely superb.
Definitely got the wow factor.
With the restaurant, at least, ready for inspection,
Hi, I've got a room booked in the name of Philpin.
Alex has arranged for a representative of the prestigious Les Routiers organisation to visit. They recognise hotels that offer excellent food, warm hospitality and good value for money.
Decorated, so.
If Richard can impress the assessor at tomorrow's relaunch event, the Bellingham could become the first hotel in Wigan to win the right to display their coveted badge.
Thank you.
Let's pop your room key down on here.
Thank you very much.
Anything, just come down, let me know.
I will do.
All right.
But first, Richard has to get the Bellingham's new menu past the hotel inspector.
Hello?
Hi, is that Richard?
It is, yes.
Hi, darling, it's Alex.
Hello, Alex, how are you?
I'm fine. I've got to talk to you about the menu, though.
Okay.
You know, look at your lovely restaurant and look at this menu. This menu's a pig's ear compared to the restaurant. I mean, honestly, I've never heard of a ham and pineapple sandwich.
Right.
I have never heard of a prawn mayonnaise omelette. I mean, honestly, I'm literally, darling, I'm gobsmacked at some of the things that are on this. I think you've lost your tiny mind. We need to make sure that the kind of food offering and the dining room, there's some kind of match.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Have fun, see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
That is the definition of doesn't have a fucking clue.
Just spoken to Alex. She's read the menu.
Was there anything that she picked up and said, that's good?
No, there was no positive feedback.
Next morning, the Bellingham prepares for one of the biggest days in its history. But manager Richard seems to be taking a relaxed approach.
Richard!
Hello.
Morning. You coming down?
Yeah.
As Richard attempts a quick rewrite of the menu,
The ham and pineapple sandwiches have been ditched for ham and mustard.
Okay.
Alex gets a taste of what's in store.
It's a chance to sample our new restaurant menu.
Enjoy a traditional cup of tea in our Victorian tea room.
Plus a chance to win a stay in one of our bridal suites.
The Bellingham Hotel, Wigan Lane, Wigan.
What on earth is this rubbish about the Victorian bloody tea room? I haven't given them a Victorian tea room. I've given them a modern dining room. They never bloody listen, not to a word I say.
The hotel inspector's back, complete with B in her bonnet.
Full of confidence that it'll be done.
I am always confident.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Already slightly irate because I heard the radio ad
Yeah.
in which you described your restaurant as a Victorian tea room. Is it a Victorian tea room?
In the daytime, it could be.
Let me see the menu right now. I assume that everything's completely under control for this, the biggest day of the Bellingham's life.
No, it's in control.
Is it?
Yeah.
Menu?
I've saved it on the memory stick, which I've just sent out. I can't do it.
I'm assuming that the ham and pineapple sandwich has been...
Yeah, it's not anymore.
And is the team ready for the day?
The team's ready, but it's a little bit different from last time, I think. Since you were last here, Jen's now left us, but it was a decision that I had to make.
I'm going to keep an open mind as to it was a good idea or not to lose Jen at this point in the proceedings, but possibly it might have been useful to have an extra pair of hands.
Unimpressed with preparations downstairs, Alex is keen to check on Richard's progress with the hotel's inferior bridal suite. Now it finally looks as though it can justify its superior room rate.
Wow, this looks very different. You've done a good job. It's a lot nicer now. It looks great, darling. Can I see the bathroom?
You may. You're going to be impressed.
What have you done with the orange tiles?
We've disguised them cleverly.
Darling, that's so clever. It looks really clean and much more modern. Well done.
Fantastic, thank you.
Let's go and get on with preparations.
So has Richard finally become the manager the Bellingham needs?
I mean, he's saying all the right things. You know, at this point, I have to say, there's not much I can do to help him with this event. We've gone right down the wire here. I just have to keep my fingers crossed and hope that his confidence isn't misplaced. So, we want to get everything set, but
yes.
First of all, is this really how you want the restaurant to be set out?
I'm going to go and grab my list, cloths and cutlery.
Hurry up, chop, chop. It is now what? Almost 11:30. People are arriving at 1. We don't have that long.
Where is it called it?
I hope Alex is impressed with what she's seen so far. We're planning for it for a couple of weeks now. It looks organised because it is organised.
Richard, is this what you want me to lay out with?
I'm just looking for the rest of the cutlery.
He's lost the cutlery.
I need to find the frilly cutlery. Have you seen it?
While the cutlery remains elusive, another problem is delivered to the kitchen.
Shit. The bread's frozen.
Frozen?
Solid.
What a cock.
What's happened?
Frozen bread.
And 1 hour to kick off.
I would say it's a supermarket job, don't you?
I would certainly say so, yes.
Okay,
Quick.
do it.
Be general managerish.
Do it.
Bread has come in frozen. Richard has lost the cutlery. Any minute now, the whole situation is going to go into meltdown. I'm going to sound the submarine alarm, you know, diving. Boop, boop, boop.
Richard finally lays his hands on the frilly cutlery. But the young manager has no time to help set tables as the first of his guests arrive.
Madam Mayor, it's very nice to see you again.
Nice to meet you again.
Thank you for coming.
Yes, we're looking forward to see what you've been doing here. It used to be one of the places to go in Wigan, so I hope that's the case again.
The guests continue to pile in, enjoying the entertainment laid on by Richard and his team. The new restaurant attracts plenty of attention. And although Richard has removed the ham and pineapple sandwiches from the menu, it seems he may have forgotten to tell the chef.
We're good to go on these starters yet? Hello? Yeah?
With things hotting up in the kitchen, Richard decides to get more hands-on with his management style.
Just do laps. You have to just alternate. So someone starts through that door, someone starts through that door.
But as Richard begins to win friends, Alex spots a familiar enemy.
I cannot fucking believe my Carol, excuse me. Can I just show you? Because I wouldn't believe it unless I'd seen it myself. I feel like all my words have fallen on deaf ears. Not only has the fucking ham and pineapple sandwich come out of the kitchen. But everything I've said about leadership just doesn't really seem to have kind of filtered through his brain. How do you think it's going?
I think it's going really well. People are enjoying it. There's lots of people here.
I think it's chaotic. You know, the communication between kitchen and waiting staff is bad. You know, they're not talking to each other very well. And I'm worried that no one's going to schmooze your guests.
With Alex's words ringing in his ears, Richard sets off on a Bellingham charm offensive.
Sorry to bother you guys. Is everything okay for you?
Yes, it's wonderful. Thank you.
It's all to your taste and liking, yes? Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hello there. Sorry to bother you. Is everything okay for you? The soup to your taste?
Upstairs, Richard's newly revamped suite at least gets a seal of approval from the returning members of Wigan's Bridal Society.
Beautiful.
That's what you expect. Better. The drapes on the bed are good.
Stunning. Fantastic, Richard. Beautiful. You've really worked hard. Really lovely.
Better, to say the least. Yeah.
Despite the slow start and the ham and pineapple sandwiches, the locals seem impressed by the new Bellingham.
The ambiance, the decor is beautiful.
Menu's fabulous. It's uncomplicated, plenty of choice. Really, really nice.
I should imagine hopefully people start coming back and it'll be like it used to be a few years ago.
The venue itself, the decor, everything, it's just right. It's just perfect.
But one opinion counts more than any other. Has the young manager done enough to win a coveted Les Routiers award?
The routier to our subscribers and to people in the routier is basically that they are getting excellent service, good cuisine, and a warm welcome. Moving on to earlier today, we've had your lunch and your launch of your restaurant. Your service, you need to work on that. We had the teas coming out before the main meals came out, and so there was a little bit of confusion there. On the proviso, that a lot of these things are done and updated, and I hope some of the things other things I've pointed out as well, and I'll be back in 6 months' time to check. I'm glad to say that, yes, you have met the criteria.
It's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Good.
Against all the odds, Richard has pulled it off. As Alex leaves the Bellingham for the last time, some final words of advice for Richard.
I'm sure you're relieved to know that my time here is done. But organisation needs a lot of work, and communication is the key. You know, you've got to be a general manager worthy of the name. And I think you're capable of it, but, you know, just those 2 pieces of advice: plan and communicate, and you'll do fine. And I wish you and your new restaurant all the best for the future.
Thank you very much.
All right, my darling.
The tips she's given me are helpful. The tips she's given me I'm going to remember and use, but I'm still the same. As I said, I'm just learning my job more as every day goes by. I've manned up maybe on the outside to Alex, but there's a man lurking in me too.
Tiers Cross, West Wales. The Welcome Traveller Inn, run by former Newport fish and chip shop owners, the Partridge family. Jeff and Babs bought the 8-bedroom pub and B&B, striving for a better life for themselves and their daughters, Sarah and Kirsty, in the peaceful Pembrokeshire countryside.
It was the dream to come down to West Wales, really was.
We just always wanted to come down here to live. We just decided, right, we're going to go for it. And we did.
But 7 years on, the dream has soured. And in the hills of West Wales, the peace has been shattered.
Pack it in, you psycho. Get down.
Nobody gets on.
If you want me to go, any more times here, if you want me to go, I'll go.
Pitiful occupancy rates, rising debts, and poor reviews have left the close-knit Partridge family at each other's throats.
Well, you won't be down here doing Sweet FA all afternoon.
I haven't been doing Sweet FA at all.
My sister and my dad are the worst because they both think that they're both right.
Shut your mouth. I live them to pieces, but we clash.
Dad Jeff handles all things culinary.
Watch my lips. There is no nuggets.
Have you looked in the other freezer?
There is no nuggets.
Have you looked in the other freezer?
Mum Babs does the books and charms the guests.
Yep. My mum got one of them faces which, if you don't know her, you think, oh my God, I'm going to drink my drink up and I'm going. Yep.
Younger daughter Kirsty helps with the bar and bedrooms.
she thinks she's a footballer's wife.
When I went to Egypt, they had all these nice big swans with the towels.
And her older sister, Sarah, who dreams of taking the business over, does a little bit of everything.
Do you need a hand with your luggage? Do you want me to grab anything for you? I definitely want to be part of this business for the rest of my life. I've never felt at home anywhere else. This is where I belong.
Despite their passionate approach to the family firm, the Partridges are on the brink of losing it all.
I don't think we can go on much longer. I don't, honestly. Being blunt about it, I think it's come down to shit or bust.
I know we're struggling. There's been occasions when I've walked into the office and I've seen Mum crying.
Bookings, I haven't got hardly anything in at all. It's all empty. If we lost this place, we'd be heartbroken. We really would.
Bills are not being paid, and if they don't get paid, then that's it. Simple as. Sorry. I don't want to go.
Enter the hotel inspector. The desperate Partridge family have called on the help of renowned hotelier Alex Polizzi. But first impressions aren't good.
That must be it, that the signage is really bad. It would be easy to fly past it and nobody would notice.
To try and find out where the Partridges are going wrong, Alex will stay the night.
Hello.
Hi.
Hiya.
Sarah.
Yes, Mrs. Polizzi.
Alex.
Hiya, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for inviting me to come.
No, it's a pleasure. Do we check you in?
Absolutely.
Yeah, come with me. This is room 4.
Thank you. Is this your nicest room?
This is our best room. This is the one that we've just recently decorated.
Twin beds. I could have done with a bit more ironing.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I'll have a look around and then as soon as I get a chance, I'll come back down and find you again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Left to her own devices, Alex can begin her investigation.
There's no headboard here, and I think that really makes the room look a lot more down market. Why would you bother? It's a token attempt at art, and either you have to have something big enough to fill the space, something that refers back to the location. We're in Pembrokeshire. It's got one of the most beautiful coastlines in the world, and yet you've got a pathetic little green flower.
So far, so bland. And the other 7 bedrooms are equally dull, depressing.
It's all very mismatched. It wouldn't be that hard to make this room a lot nicer.
And mind-numbingly functional.
It's a decent-sized room. It's got some natural light. What else can I say about it?
Perhaps the 66-seat restaurant can provide more warmth and character.
There is something lacking. It is not a pretty room, is it? This room depresses me.
It's been a less than inspiring start. Now Alex wants to test the Partridges' food offering, the mainstay of many a rural pub.
The menu's enormous, especially for a not very busy restaurant. And I'm wondering, if it was busy, how on earth Jeff would cope in the kitchen on his own. So I'm going to test him a bit, and I'm going to order quite a few different dishes from the menu and see whether his ambitions and his ability match up.
Okay, Dad, we've got an order here. Any problems, give me a shout.
Dad, you've got a lot, yeah.
She's testing me.
It's got a lot to eat.
Shit, don't go flapping. Shit.
Got bread.
An egg. What's this?
What?
Where's this omelette going with?
40 minutes in, there's no sign of any food.
On you.
No, on you. I got it down. By you. It hasn't come out fast enough.
Whose fault's that then? Whose fault is that?
Yours, Dad.
And I waited over an hour for my dinner.
Oh shit, I forgot the lasagna.
By the time Alex's meals are finally dished up, the Partridges are in meltdown.
Is this all you've done, is that?
Yeah, what do you want more, do you?
Oh, well, that looks epoxy as shit, doesn't it?
It's okay for you standing by there giving your chops.
Yeah,
it's
but
easy.
no, you're the one that's got to sort this side out.
Oh,
of
yes,
it.
thank you very much. And you're supposed to be helping me, not taking the piss.
I don't take a piss, I have been helping you. You should have had it all out in the beginning, so you should know, because you should have been cooking it, shouldn't you?
Been going by there.
No.
That's no.
So is it a chicken or what?
Yes, it's a chicken. You know it's a chicken. Exactly the same.
I've got answer that phone or I'll chuck it out the bastard window. Oh, bollocks.
Pine potatoes, garlic bread.
Thanks. So the food's taken about an hour and a quarter to get to the table. Very nice, but it just shows that one man and his daughter cannot cook this number of dishes on a menu. They need to keep it small and they need to keep it more manageable.
Here we are, Alex.
Thank
Something
you.
I forgot, I'm awful sorry. We've been fighting down there.
I can hear. I
You
could
can?
hear. I'm sure that all the young farmers enjoyed it too. You throw in a bit of entertainment, do you, with the dinner? I thought it was incredibly unprofessional of Sarah and Jeff to argue quite so vociferously and so publicly. I mean, they didn't even bother closing the door to the kitchen. You know, if you can't deal with the pressure of a table with 8 dishes, I think they should give up on the restaurant business entirely.
And it seems Alex isn't alone in questioning the Partridges' people skills, as eldest daughter Sarah discovers when she checks the hotel's latest review.
It's upsetting. It is. They slated off my mum. They said the landlady was rude and not a single apology passed her lips. I don't think it's fair at all. I think it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong.
With the business and the family falling apart, Alex knows it'll take some tough love to put them back together again. First, Sarah must learn to zip her lip.
I'm sorry, but we're going to have to start the day with the bollocking. I was shocked at how unprofessional you were in the kitchen yesterday. Although you may be at breaking point, you cannot show that to your customers. Remember, this is supposed to be a professional operation. It sounded like it was in meltdown last night. I feel like it's a bit mean to say that to you when you're already upset about something. The reality is, darling, this is the business we're in. You get criticised the whole time. Crying doesn't help anything. Get mad, get energised by it, but don't just crumble.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
Okay.
A bit of blue sky out there.
Knock, knock.
Dad Jeff must curb his ambitions in the kitchen.
Lovely. So, for example, I mean, look how many main courses you've got.
Yes.
Do you need to have 3 different burgers? Do you need all those different meats? Basically, I would like your menu to be able to fit on one side.
On one side.
Yeah?
Yeah, fine.
All right, darling.
If the welcome traveller is to survive, the Partridge family must all pull in the same direction. Alex gathers them together to set out a clear plan of action. With 8 frequently empty guest rooms, the business is in desperate need of some proper marketing.
Tell me what you've done so that I know that you've tried it and it hasn't worked. Where do you advertise? Where do you spend your money?
Local newspaper.
Yeah.
And then it was flyers, posters in shops and lampposts, etc.
We've always done that, though.
Yeah, we still do that now. And then we tried. Yeah, then we tried advertising with Radio Pembrokeshire.
Karaoke as well. We've done a big pub
But
stars.
what have you
but
been advertising is what I mean. Because telling people you're here is one thing.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting that we advertise the truth. This is clean, family-run, no-frills accommodation. I would say that that is nothing to be ashamed of. And in fact, it's something to be proud of doing well.
With their no-frills product clearly spelt out, the Partridges should immediately start targeting new business.
There's plenty of people who are travelling for lots of reasons who need cheap accommodation. There is a huge amount of adventure and outward-bound providers here. And all those people who are really interested in canoeing, climbing, walking, all they want to do is have somewhere to lay their heads at the end of the night that is clean, that is affordable, where they can get a decent meal and not be ripped off. Now, I'm not saying that the rooms couldn't do with some tarting up, because I'd be lying through my teeth. So, Kirsty, the room that you did, my room...
What did we roughly spend?
Approximately £1,500 in total.
OK, well, I think that's a lot of money to spend. So I'm going to cast down the gauntlet to you and say, I want you to spend £500 on just doing a room, though, not a room and a bathroom. I don't think you need to change beds, but, for example, we do need headboards.
Definitely, yeah. I agree with you.
I know it's not what your dream was of doing for
It's
this
something.
place. Neutral, neutral. Cheap as chips.
Yeah.
Next, the frequently deserted restaurant should be at the core of the operation.
This is an area which is so weak. I mean, some weeks you make, £100 in the kitchen, 167 quid in August. It's amazing to me. This room should be the heart of the building. Yeah. It feels a bit bland at the moment. It feels a bit unloved in here. It doesn't feel massively welcoming or cheery. And this is where I would like to put my attention, which is in making this room much warmer, much more inviting, and the centre of operations.
Can I say something on the menu side? You open the kitchen about 7 o'clock, and I think it should be opened earlier. I've always said, and I really do think it should be opened earlier.
Let's ask a few people.
Last but not least, the Partridges need to do some urgent market research.
Final thing is that we're on a pretty busy road. How many cars pass in 10 minutes?
Lots.
And none of them stop here.
Nobody knows that we exist, do they?
But you haven't found out why that is. So I've got another challenge for you. I want you to make a big sign one day and say, please stop for free cakes and coffee. And ask people, what is the purpose of their journey? And what would it take to bloody make them stop?
A week later, and Kirsty has taken up Alex's challenge to create a good standard, no-frills room for £500.
Oh, can I? That is lush. I love that.
The rooms need as much rejuvenation as the food side of this business.
That's a nice plain one.
Oh, yuck. The room side is capable of generating enormous profit for them with much less work.
Oh, look at that.
You're on the laugh. It's very tempting to get involved with Kirsty with the rooms. Are you actually going to buy that? Biting my tongue very hardly.
The Partridges must now find out why, with the welcome traveller positioned on a busy road, they don't get more trade.
There's an arrow there, so we need to...
So it needs to be turned around then?
Yeah, well, we'll do that now,
Grab
yeah?
your side.
No!
Yeah?
No, see, the arrow's still pointing that way, you plonker.
Stop!
Come in!
Frustrating.
I got my balloon off! Come back!
They're not doing very well out there. I think the heavy mob is going to have to go out.
Oh.
I got die.
Come on then, Dad. You said you'll get him in.
Bollocks.
As the results come in,
Come in by you. Come in by you.
it's clear that to date, their marketing efforts have left a lot to be desired.
Do you know what this place is?
No.
Do you know about accommodation?
No.
How many years have you lived here?
Well, most of my life, really.
Do you know that we also do restaurant, meals and B&B?
No, I didn't, no.
Okay. Weddings and other functions?
No.
They all said the same, really.
Obviously, you've driven past the sign before you see it, really, so...
There was a couple of them that said that they thought this place was a house.
It doesn't look like a pub from the outside, really.
So it goes to show that we definitely need to do something outside for signage.
She's asked them to embrace a no-frills philosophy and up their efforts at marketing. She's also given youngest daughter Kirsty the job of creating a template design for the tired and dreary bedrooms for no more than £500 each.
So I think we'll leave the table where it is.
Well, you've got to think about this, because
I know.
you can't keep taking things on and off all the time.
I think she's trying to get the frill bit back into it. So yeah, I have doubts I don't think she's going to be able to keep to what we need her to keep to.
God, these are well heavy.
7 weeks after her first visit, Alex is back to check on progress. And despite Sarah's scepticism, Kirsty has been the model of self-restraint.
Well, you've done a really good job. This looks fab. I like the headboards. 2 bedside tables with drawers, very good. 2 lights. The fact that the furniture all matches.
Yeah.
Things like that really do make a difference. Even that chair you get away with all of a sudden.
I know, yeah, and I hated that chair, but it's
fine,
right, isn't it?
It's absolutely fine. You know, the thing is, the first impression's really good.
Yeah.
Having things like the headboards makes such a difference to the look of a room. Having it all freshly painted, it is missing a picture or two.
Yeah.
But I think you can add those as and when you find something nice and cheap. This is the standard, that if all the rooms were this standard, then I think you'd be doing really well, darling. It would be perfect.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with you.
But it's not all good news. Strapped for cash, the Partridges have been unable to afford any advertising, and the situation at the hotel is getting desperate.
So things haven't been great, basically, been very quiet.
Very. Very, very.
Have you had any people in the B&B?
No, it's been dead.
And the bar side?
Dead, quiet.
And the restaurant side?
Nothing in the restaurant at all.
Is it worse than it's ever been, do you think?
It is definitely. It's definitely.
The Partridge family are teetering on the brink of disaster. With bills to pay and little money coming in, they must act quickly.
First of all, I'd like to see what you did with the menu, because I've got a plan. 1 page. Well done. I didn't think you were going to cut it down this much, and I'm really pleased. This is much more realistic. Which is lucky, because my plan is to try and fill your restaurant tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight. We've got to tell people you're here. People have got to know that this is somewhere you can come and get good food and get good booze and welcome company. Yes?
Yeah.
So, as they're not coming in of their own free will, I'm going to drag them in.
The welcome traveller needs customers fast.
Have you ever heard of the Welcome Traveller in Tiers Cross?
No.
No, you haven't. If you have a chance to go,
I will.
I'd be very grateful.
Alex is hoping that with the new cut-down menu, the Partridges will be able to create a good impression and remind the locals they still exist.
Please, will you come and have dinner tonight?
While the hotel inspector does her best to drum up business.
If you've got time, doll, I would love you to come.
Okay, well, that's a date.
Thank you, lovely.
Alarm bells are ringing in the kitchen.
Cheese?
Cheese, you need cheese.
I thought I just seen cheese in
You
there.
need cheese.
Dad, you keep talking to me like this, right?
No,
and I'm
well,
just going to go
I'm
because you're
telling
pissing
you,
me
you're
off.
not listening, Sarah.
Yeah, but you're not even checking,
I
Dad.
don't need to. You need cheese. No, don't start.
Yourself then.
You don't start, you will. You go again, look.
So do you think you'll be able to come? It would be lovely if you could.
I just hope everyone all don't come in together. And probably that's what will happen.
Jeff's fears soon prove justified.
Evening. Can I take your coat? Ma'am, can I give you a menu? Is this all right for you?
As the guests flood in, it immediately becomes clear the Partridges are in hot water.
I need 4 mushrooms.
Kirsty's in confusion.
Rosé? Mum, do we have rosé or is it just white and red we've got? I'm stressed, I'm really stressed.
It's very obvious that they haven't had these kind of numbers of people. It's very obvious that they don't really know how to behave.
Bah! Where do I go? What do I do?
The kitchen isn't communicating.
Where's the mushrooms and the onion rings? Dad!
It's very clear to me that actually they're missing some very basic skills.
Babs is hardly the hostess with the mostess.
With chips.
I asked for salt and pepper and got a glare, which made me think I'd better not ask for the vinegar or there might have been trouble.
There's just no welcoming ambiance. Smile, for God's sake. Don't look like this is pulling teeth.
and the whole event is chaos.
Oh, bastard! Thing's going out. Bollocks.
Darling, that doesn't look very nice, does it? Looks awful, darling.
Yeah, but when the gravy goes on it, you won't see it though, will you? Service!
Apparently the soup's not hot.
Oh, bollocks.
Guys,
What's the matter?
guys, we've got a table who's about to walk because they haven't had any cream.
And that's the scampi and the gammon. Do you reckon there's a bottle of wine or something?
No, I think better not, because I've actually got to walk now.
Where the fuck do we go from here?
The evening has shown Alex just what a mountain the Partridges have to climb.
I feel like the presentation was wrong. I feel like service skills were definitely lacking. There's a lot that each of the Partridges still need to learn and that I need to teach them. And it makes me feel like I really have to now pull out all the stops.
If the family are ever going to turn their business around, drastic action is required. Alex's makeover of the bland restaurant begins immediately.
I need to make it much more warm, much more welcoming, somewhere that you'd really like to sit and eat.
While the Partridges must spread their wings. Alex is packing them off to London for some desperately needed training. She's given them an address in the West End where they can hone their skills.
Oh my God. No way. This is a winder. Oh my God. Go home.
The five-star Savoy prides itself on being one of the world's most prestigious and opulent hotels. It's seen as a benchmark for good service.
I brought the Partridges to London because I feel really strongly that service skills are virtually the same across the industry. It doesn't matter whether you're running a five-star luxury establishment like Savoy or a no-star establishment in Pembrokeshire.
Welcome to Savoy. Nice to have you here.
With the Partridge family.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the best hotel in the world, where the art of service is very important.
Each of the Partridges will be schooled in the skills they most lack. Jeff and Sarah are being taught presentation and communication by banqueting chef James Paré, while learning the Savoy's signature Arnold Bennett omelette.
And there you are. You want to try to keep calm and collected all the time? Well, it helps when everything's prepared. So I think that's one thing I would say we should work on for sure, is just talking through each dish before service, and that might go a long way.
Fantastic. Hold on to that.
Kirsty is focusing on systems and organisation with foyer manager Trevor Mordaunt.
Any good hotel will have a sequence of service, a step-by-step guide to how they provide service in the restaurant. This is really heavy.
That's all right. I'm strong.
Yeah?
I've got muscles.
Yeah, okay, great. So with afternoon tea service at the Savoy, we've got 29 steps.
Good afternoon. Would you like me to pour you some tea?
Absolutely.
Yeah? I can't hold it properly.
It's all right.
They're heavy.
And Babs is getting a masterclass in front of house from head butler Sean Daveron.
First impressions are lasting impressions. And if I tell you, people make up their minds very quickly when they walk into an establishment, how they're greeted. What you should be saying, good morning, Sean, how nice to see you. Great to have you here. You can catch somebody's hand like that. Good eye contact. Your voice needs to be excited, show that bit of excitement that you have somebody arriving. This is your home, so you're proud of it. Show that proudness.
At the end of the day, what is so important is to make sure that your customers are happy.
Good morning. Hello. Welcome to the Savoy. Hi, Barbara. Thank you.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I just wondered, is my room ready, or do you... can I check in?
Yes,
Can I check
certainly.
in? Okay, lovely. Where do I go?
It needs everyone working together to make sure things are as good as it gets.
The more you talk to each other, the easier it's going to be, yeah?
Every person has a role to play in the correct running of any establishment.
Absolutely. Yeah? If you pay attention to the little things, you find that big things fall into line.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't get any more complicated. Would you like milk first or after?
After.
Oh, I've done it wrong already.
The newly trained up team must now impress the most demanding of hotel guests.
thank you. Good afternoon.
Hello, Alex.
How
nice
are you?
to see you.
Thank you very much.
Have you had a nice journey?
Very nice journey, thank you. Yes, and I've come for afternoon tea.
Right, I'll show you that.
Thank you
It's a warm welcome from Babs. But can Kirsty prove she can cope when she's working to a system?
Would you like milk first or after?
After, please.
Yes.
Just a drop of milk.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And have Jeff and Sarah finally learnt that you can make an omelette without cracking heads?
How you doing, sir?
Okay, right. I think you should have done some more egg, though.
Delicious.
After a nervy start, the plucky Partridges have proved they too can be a class act.
Has it been useful?
Definitely, yes.
So obviously I do understand that the Savoy, world famous, is a very different establishment for the one you guys own and run. But everything is translatable into your establishment because the ground rules of good service are the same wherever you go. The next challenge I have for you, and the last one, is to make more people aware of the fact that you're here. So we've got St David's Day coming up. What better day to do something? But I want you to open the doors to business people, families, anyone that you can think of. I want to see a full house. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The Partridges must use their newly acquired skills to impress the West Wales community and attract businesses with the power to fill their no-frills bedrooms. And to help them make the right impression, Alex's redecoration of the restaurant is complete.
Oh my word.
It's gone from an unloved, cold and soulless afterthought to a much more warm, welcoming and appealing dining space.
Wow.
And to help make this the centre of the B&B's operations, Alex has moved the depressing and isolated reception desk from the hallway right into the heart of the building.
I really like that reception.
We got a bed.
Wow!
Look at the clock.
I like that, the reception.
This is beautiful.
I can't wait to see people in there. We need to get them in like ASAP so I can show it off.
The Welcome Traveller, West Wales. Hotel Inspector Alex Polizzi has suggested the Partridge family host a special St David's Day relaunch for their beleaguered business. And so far, the Partridges are game.
Put your corner in first.
This side's not flush.
Hold it now, hold it.
They're tackling the B&B's woefully inadequate signage.
It's not straight. Whoa.
Here we go.
I didn't look up.
That is bloody marvellous.
And trying to win the support of Pembrokeshire's outdoor adventure providers.
This is what we need to do in Pembrokeshire. We all need to be singing from the same hymn sheet and trying to work together.
While not forgetting to love up the all-important locals.
Excuse me, can I give you guys one of these? It's for the relaunch party, the Welcome Traveller in Tears Cross.
With an empty bar, restaurant and bedrooms, the family are in no doubt just how important the event is.
To be honest with you, it's got to be successful. Whether it's got to be.
If this doesn't work, then nothing's going to work.
Just up to us now, whether we can do it.
Adding to the pressure is the arrival of two very important guests. Cleopatra Brown and Jordan Williams run Celtic Coast Steering, an outdoor adventure company that entertains 2,500 customers a year, most of whom need accommodation.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Welcome Traveller. Nice to meet you. I'm Babs.
All right, I'm Jordan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Alex has asked them to road test the Welcome Traveller in the hope that they'll add them to their very select list of recommended establishments.
Right. This is your room. Oh, cool. Okay.
We can only put our name on something which lives up to our values and our ethos. And if we were to start recommending bad accommodation, they're going to turn up and say, why have you put us in some little dive?
If the accommodation is pants, then they're just not going to come back to Pembrokeshire.
As Cleopatra and Jordan settle in, Arrangements for tomorrow's big day continue.
Who said the sun don't shine on the righteous?
With a newfound emphasis on being prepared.
I've done Scotch eggs, jacket potatoes with stuffing, vegetarian pasties, bifida rolls, so that will give us a head start. Look out, Alex, because here we come.
St. David's Day. A date with destiny that could make or break the welcome traveller.
Their business is at crunch time, and today is incredibly important for them. So although today is St. David's Day and should be a celebration, they need to work very hard to make sure everyone has a good time, and hopefully that will be the basis for their following custom.
Oh, could you imagine if nobody turns up? They'll be upsetting.
I hope you noticed, as instructed,
Yes.
I'm dressed in Welsh red.
Beautiful.
Thank you,
You look
darling.
lovely.
Yes.
Now, let's cut to the chase. Remember your training. Remember the fact that you kept on being told that communication between yourselves and with the customer is the most important thing. Obviously wreathed in smiles. Yes, brilliant. All this hard work, this lovely room, you guys so much more confident. I want to really see the difference.
We can do this. I know we can do it.
can.
Okay. Jeff, are you doing anything special today?
I'm doing a Savoy special. Something that they taught us up there, which I've had a couple of dummy runs. Bloody marvellous.
As the appointed hour arrives, all fears of an empty venue prove totally unfounded. The family's marketing campaign has paid off in bucket loads. The welcome traveller hasn't been this busy in years. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Partridges to win new business. But the big turnout has left them feeling sheepish.
I am a bit nervous now. I just want to stay in the kitchen out the way. Let them carry on. I'll be the chef for a change. I'll do the washing up.
3 of you are in here, which isn't good. So, Kirsty, forget about the washing up and just go outside. Make sure that, because otherwise I'm worrying that not enough of the families out there.
Jeff, Babs, Kirsty and Sarah soon spring into action, demonstrating new levels of customer service.
The bar obviously there, and there's food there.
Attention to detail.
Don't forget about presentations, Dad.
Right.
Yeah, cool.
Communication.
I put a lot in here because I want to do because they're big.
Yeah, they're bigger than the ones
Yeah.
that we had at the Savoy.
And salesmanship.
And all of the other rooms are spacious like this as well. So we can mix and match. Yeah.
The assembled guests are lapping it up. From fishermen's friends
Very, very pleasant, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a nice room.
to combat gaming companies.
Having been here,
Yeah.
we would thoroughly recommend it. Definitely, definitely.
Definitely, yeah.
And most importantly, the co-steerers.
Certainly exceeded expectations. It was good.
So you liked it here?
Yeah.
Yes,
it was
very much.
Really good, good.
Oh, good, I'm so pleased. It's good. How many accommodation providers do you recommend?
One camping, one bed and breakfast, one hotel, etc.
Gosh, that's
So these
fantastic.
guys will kind of fit into that bed and breakfast / value hotel.
So yeah, this is going to fill the niche for families who want to pay a little bit, not less if you get what I mean, but still want to be able to have enough money to go out and enjoy the coast.
Thank you so much. I'm really music to my ears.
Thumbs up. I think everything's going all right. Alex got a smile on her face, so I think that's okay. So yeah, if Alex is smiling, I'm smiling.
It's all going incredibly well. I can't believe how organised they are, the fact that they seem to manage talking to their guests and making sure that the food's replenished and dirty plates are cleared and that they go on smiling. I have to say, I'm very happy.
As the event comes to a climax, it's clear the Partridges have pulled it off.
It's a dream that we wanted to follow. We wanted to come to West Wales, particularly Pembrokeshire. And we're here, and whatever happens, you ain't getting rid of us.
today went pretty bloody well, didn't it?
It went brilliant.
Very well.
You pleased?
Very pleased.
One of the first discussions we had, I said that I thought it was really important that you embrace your kind of value hotel status, your budget room status. And I think you've done that. I talked to the co-steering people. You know, they had 2,500 people through their doors last year, 80% of whom wanted accommodation. They definitely want to use you, so they're going to put you up on their website and they're going to use you in their strapline. Their suggestions are going to make a huge difference to your business.
Brilliant.
It's been a fantastic day here, and I'm leaving the Welcome Traveller a very happy woman. I feel like my work here is done. The Welcome Traveller's found its niche, and I honestly believe the Partridges can take the business forward on their own.
I feel a lot more confident and positive, and I think we can put that forward now and make a big success out of it. So, good old Alex. Yeah, I can hear her now shouting to me, "Come on now, darling, you wouldn't do that."
Future's looking brighter, yes, definitely.
Garden Lodge in Folkestone is a 5-bedroom guest house a stone's throw away from the Channel Tunnel and the continental ferry ports of the Kent coast. The guest house has acted as a home and a source of income for the Cooper family for 23 years. And Mum Sue leaves little doubt as to who's in charge.
I think you could honestly say I'm the boss. We moved in here and it was the ideal opportunity to start our own business so I could be at home all the time with the children.
But after running a guest house for 2 decades, the line between personal and professional has become blurred.
Primarily, Garden Lodge is our home, but at the end of the day, you haven't got a home without a business and you haven't got the business without the home.
While Sue can't separate the two, husband Ron goes one step further.
First and foremost, it is a family home, and secondly, it is coming up to be a world-renowned bed and breakfast.
But dwindling customer numbers tell a very different story. The occupancy rate dipped as low as 5% in January. And with new budget competitions springing up all over the neighbourhood, Garden Lodge is struggling to compete.
As time's gone on, people come to a bed and breakfast and they expect you to be like a first-class hotel. They don't respect anything in our homes. They've been nasty to my dogs. We're not a hotel, and it's about time people learnt the difference.
Sue is losing the battle, with biting customer reviews on TripAdvisor claiming, "Only stay here if you really have no other choice." Garden Lodge has definitely lost its bloom. Enter award-winning international hotelier Alex Polizzi. Can the hotel inspector nip Garden Lodge's decline in the bud?
Overall, first impressions really aren't bad, so I'm wondering, can there be something on the inside that's putting guests off? Hello, I'm Alex Polizzi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Just come in.
Thank you very much. Wow, you collect fairies by any chance?
Yes. If you'd like to register.
Pleasure.
Right.
Barely over the threshold, and it's obvious to Alex that the guest house has a truly one-of-a-kind decor.
Where would you like to start?
Over to you, tell me.
Right, dining room? Yes.
All right, great. Go.
Crammed to the rafters with family photos, dolls, paintings, ornaments and souvenirs from Bali, the dining room is an Aladdin's cave of curios.
Don't know where to look first, do you?
No, I don't. You have collections of virtually everything.
Everything. I'm a hoarder.
You're a hoarder. All the dolls.
Yes, I collected those from when I was very small.
If Alex thought the dining room fairies were fanciful, just wait till she sees the lounge.
This is the lounge.
My goodness.
We actually share it with our guests. We like to talk to our guests, so they sit with us.
My goodness gracious me. I don't know quite what to say. It's overwhelming. Lovely.
With no separate sitting room for guests, visitors to Garden Lodge share Sue's lounge with her and her collections.
So you wouldn't have room to put one more thing anywhere here, would you?
Yes, I'd soon find room.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Let's go and talk, shall we?
Okay, good idea.
Sue, tell me, how has your business changed over the last 3 years?
Where business wasn't so seasonal before, it's getting seasonal now, and the winters are getting very quiet.
Why do you think that is?
There's a big impact on smaller places like us of the new budget hotels that are opening, and so they expect hotel facilities at bed and breakfast prices.
To make this more of a success, what are you prepared to do?
I had sort of had a whisper that you would declutter me, and that is the thing that frightens me.
Darling, I need a skip and a removal truck. I don't think this is a moment for cardboard boxes, do you? I mean, goodness gracious.
It's all valuable stuff. You couldn't have a skip.
With the battle lines drawn, Sue checks the hotel inspector into the 4-poster bedroom, Garden Lodge's finest, at £85 a night.
Right, this is your room, and I'd just like to tell you there's no ornaments.
I can see you've still managed to sneak in a little bit.
Just a little bit. Well, when they're plain walls, it is nice to have something to
And
contrast.
plates.
Yes, but no ornaments.
Thank you very much indeed. It's just completely overwhelming, isn't it? The amount of stuff everywhere. And Ron does the maintenance. I don't know, I'm going to have to talk to him about this. I wouldn't want to be too energetic in here. And with, of course, the essential flower fairies, and it all becomes a horrible nightmare mix.
But for Sue, having the hotel inspector assess her home and business is proving to be difficult from the start.
When somebody comes and criticises your own home and everything, it really makes you feel pig sick. But I do believe in calling a spade, and if she told me something I didn't like, I'm likely to tell her to piss off.
For over 2 decades, Sue Cooper and her family have owned Garden Lodge, a 5-bedroom guest house in Folkestone. But after 20 years of combining home and business, the guest house has become dated. Sue wants to improve Garden Lodge, but doesn't take any notice of complaints about her and her business on websites like TripAdvisor.
I don't think it's us. I think some people, it's just their nature. Wherever they stay, they wouldn't be happy.
Alex Polizzi's been called in to troubleshoot the problems at Garden Lodge. After seeing how cluttered the public rooms are, she heads off to find out if the rest of the guest house is just as crammed with collections.
You can already tell what I'm looking at, which is more flower fairies. Good. First of all, it's a relief that everything's kind of red after my pink room. This looks slightly odd. Looks like it should be over the chest of drawers. And of course, we have some more plates and a picture. Stuff everywhere.
Next door is the family room, which is the guest house's biggest earner. This room regularly rents for £125 per night.
What can I say about this room, apart from the fact it's clearly very purple? Once again, we have purple, followed by purple with pink purple, and in case we'd missed the theme, purple lampshade.
And even the bathroom hasn't escaped Sue's signature style.
Plates again, but this time plates with fish, with seahorses and dolphins.
Alex has found all 5 ensuite bedrooms suffering from the same dated decor.
It's been an interesting first day, and I'm pretty sure that Sue and I have some interesting discussions ahead. The thing is that I'm starting to suspect that it's Sue, as much as her guest house, that needs some rejuvenating. But it is only day 1, and I'm going to reserve judgment until tomorrow.
Yesterday, the hotel inspector came face to face with Garden Lodge's tired interiors. but as a night spent in the four-poster room left Alex fresh as a daisy.
Well, I felt like I was sleeping in a very well-upholstered chocolate box, which I'm sure some people would like, but isn't for me. The bed was comfortable, however. I think the worst thing about this room, and by association the entire house, is that there's so much shit everywhere. Where on earth would you put anything? Anything at all? Every surface is covered with her stuff. And everything, therefore, is slightly dirty, slightly grimy, and incredibly cobwebbed.
Sue's elaborate interiors seem to be affecting the hotel inspector.
It's a bit much first thing in the morning, this assault on the senses. I keep trying to think which is my favourite piece, but, you know, it's very hard to pick.
With every surface buried beneath 20 years of bric-a-brac, Alex will have a battle on her hands if she's to persuade Sue to clear out her precious collectibles. Keen to start the ball rolling, Alex heads off to the kitchen to meet Sue's right-hand man, husband Ron.
Bonjour, mon chef.
From me, good morning, Alex.
How are
Did you
you?
sleep well?
Not bad. The bed was comfortable.
It was. So good.
Yes.
And
Are you surprised?
You relaxed? No, of course not. All our beds are comfortable.
I did want to ask you about some of the rooms. To me, they seem like certainly some of the fixtures and fittings are slightly dated.
We try to certainly keep the rooms up to date. We don't want them looking outdated. Yeah.
People now travel with so much more stuff than they ever used to. One thing I have noticed in the rooms is that the plethora of stuff that Sue has in herself means that there's not much room to put anything of your own. Anyway, I'm just bringing it up, just bringing it up to start putting the cat among the pigeons.
So Alex has indicated the problems with the outdated rooms. And although breakfast goes off without a hitch, she's desperate to escape the stifling dining room interior and joins Sue for a breath of fresh air and a stroll around the guesthouse's al fresco attractions.
So, garden lodge, this is called. Let's look at the garden.
Right, well, we've got the pool.
Yep.
In here, we've got an electric shower, vanity unit and toilet, which they can use when they're in the pool.
Lovely.
This is our barbecue. Ron and my dad built this. That's one of the dog's toys. Ron and my dad built this so it looked like a wishing well. And this is our bottom lawn.
And what about this caravan?
That is something, if my kids have friends stay, they usually put them in the caravan.
Oh, really?
Garden Lodge is worlds apart from the big budget competition. But Sue is still convinced that she is offering something better.
In your view, why do you think people come to you rather than go to budget hotel?
They still like the personal service. They want something that's more friendly, where they feel secure. They've got the garden. It's more homely.
With Alex's first visit coming to an end, it's obvious to her that both the property and Sue's attitude need to be brought up to date. First, she tackles the sensitive topic of Sue's collections and the clutter they create.
Sue, Ron, I am here to try and get your business back on track. And I can't do that without telling you some painful truths. And I'm going to start with the amount of crap that you have managed to fill this house up with.
Well, I can't completely agree when you say that we shouldn't have all these personal things, because people come in and nobody has actually said to me, the place is full of clutter, we find it overwhelming or anything else.
If you really want to put up a decent fight for the budget hotels, you offer something that is as good as them. A budget hotel is decorated in all those neutral, plain colours that you loathe, but what they allow you to do is breathe and impose your personality on the place where you're staying. Whereas this house has so much personality that it bloody suffocates you. I think that it's fine in your part of the house, but I think it's overflown far too much, and I think you have to have a clear out.
If you're coming into a family home, they're unique and we put our own mark on the place because it is our home, isn't it?
But there's not one surface that doesn't have a lace thing or a tray or a tea tray or, you know, there's nowhere to put out anything of one's own.
Well, you've got wardrobes, you've got drawers.
Next is standards of cleanliness, which is a struggle with every inch of garden lodge covered in precious items.
This room, for me, is completely overwhelming. Now, I wouldn't mind these, but these, on top of this, on top of the green, it's layer upon layer upon layer of decoration. And Sue, I'm sorry, but I'm sitting here and I can see that it's not immaculately clean either. There's so much here. How on earth can you keep it clean?
It is clean. I do spend a lot of time dusting all these different bits and pieces.
But what you have is a whole collection of dust collectors.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Well, I haven't made it
they're
up.
grimy.
I just think that people's expectations have moved on, and you are never going to be able to compete unless you move slightly with the times, Sue. So, for the bedrooms, I think we need to kind of clear some surfaces straight away. And I think you need to kind of simplify. Absolutely.
Obviously, I can see what you're saying, and if it helps in bringing in more people, then it's something that we must look at, obviously, seriously.
Sue seems unwilling to shift her position or her collections. But Alex won't give up without a fight. In order to move forwards, she suggests a compromise.
I mean, what I would love you to think about, I mean, if we could make this a kind of sitting dining room for guests, it would be one room where they could come and you could still have your family life in your sitting room. And maybe this is one room that we could slightly minimise.
Well, if we could change this then, look at your ideas and change this into a lounge diner, you know what's coming next. Does that mean that you don't get a skip in to take everything out of the lounge, which would be then our private lounge?
Basically, your lounge is your business then, because it's your room, it's your family room, OK? That is my only brief, Sue. I'm not trying, you know, I could never turn this house into something that it isn't, but I can make sure that it functions better. OK? If it was up to me, I'd like to get rid of everything in there, but I've got to try and respect Sue's individuality. One thing I am sure of is that there's plenty of battles ahead.
So Alex leaves with a clear idea of what's keeping guests from Garden Lodge. But can Sue handle Alex's home truths?
Well, I found it really offensive when she called all of our really beautiful limited edition stuff clutter. You know, it's stuff that means a lot to us and it's what we find pleasure in. I hope at the end of the day she really appreciates that just what a family-run guest house is. We're not a big hotel.
Alex agreed a clutter compromise with Sue. If the Coopers create a seating area for guests in the dining room, then they can leave the family lounge as is. But after some time to reflect, Sue has come up with her own plan.
She gave us that advice to separate the guests and the family, which is something we've always thought about doing, but, you know, I suppose we needed the final shove to make us go, and the day after she left, we went and ordered a conservatory.
I think Alex will think it's a good idea. Whether it was something she had in mind herself, I don't know.
Costing more than £10,000, the conservatory will be built by Ron and Sue's 85-year-old father, Joe.
It looks neat too with those bricks along
Yeah,
the
it
front.
does. Finishes it off.
With Ron and Joe busy outside, Sue's decluttering of the inside is yet to get off the ground.
Alex gave me lots of advice. Well, she thought it was good advice, obviously, but I didn't think much of most of it. There are other ways of increasing business that isn't making me remove all my valued possessions. I'm not getting rid of any of my limited editions, no.
It's been 3 weeks since Alex first arrived at the guest house, and she's back to find out if Sue has put a dent in the decluttering.
Well, I can see one thing that you've changed at least.
No tablecloth.
I approve.
Oh, that's good.
Do you like this without the tablecloths?
Yes, I do actually. And it's less work.
It looks really clean and it somehow emphasises the garden, the green of the garden, which I think is lovely. What else has changed since I was last here?
Well, we've started to build a conservatory to use for a guest lounge.
So you agree with the principle? You think that it's a nice idea to have a bit more of a separation?
Yeah, I do. Plus, having a conservatory, they're sat in our garden, which is nice. And when I do functions in here, I can open up the doors and it gives me more function space.
Fantastic. Tick, tick.
So Alex approves of the extension, but if Garden Lodge is to compete with local rivals, it needs rooms that are simple and functional.
So, Sue, last time I was here, I had a few comments about the room.
Just a few.
You'd managed to sneak in a lot of plates and decoration, and that I thought the surfaces needed to be cleared.
Obviously, I knew that you were going to comment about the plates because you've commented about the plates in every other room, so why should this room escape? I've always been a hoarder, and even my friends tell me I'm a hoarder and I should get rid of stuff, but I just tell them to shut up because it's my house.
OK, well, I would like to bring in some locals who we've asked to act as our focus group. These are people who may be representative of guests who you might have. What I'm trying to do is show you that there is a body of opinion that may think that I have some justice on my side. That's the plan.
Right.
Determined to prove her point once and for all, Alex mounts an attack on Garden Lodge's guest rooms.
Thank you so much for coming this afternoon to Garden Lodge. I've invited you here because I would like you to look at the rooms and to give me your opinions about what you like and what you don't like. So for the purposes of this visit, we have a couple, we have a family group and a single businessman. Do try and be as specific as possible. I want you to comment on everything from colours to decor to cleanliness.
OK, as first reaction as a businessman, nowhere to sit to actually do any work tonight, so I was hoping for a bit of a desk and a table.
Well, that would be useful to have somewhere to put my laptop and that, so I could use that if I wanted to work at night. I'd have to work on my lap, wouldn't I?
I think it's really obviously designed by a woman. Yeah. You wouldn't get a man come and stay here. If I was a man, I could not stay in this room.
No, I wouldn't want to being a woman, to be honest.
Yeah, it's different.
The damning reviews come as no surprise to Alex, and she quickly gives the room a spring clean to clear some of the clutter.
What I'm trying to show is that actually you can leave a few things. It's just choosing what you leave and what you take away.
So Alex may be dicing with death by removing Sue's personal touches. But by swapping soft furnishings, grouping selected pictures and clearing surface areas, Alex knows the room will be more appealing to guests.
I think that looks so much better. It's taken me half an hour and all I've done really is rearrange the room a little bit.
It's now time for the potential guests to see the revamped room.
Oh wow, that's better.
It looks lovely and the bedspread's gone. It looks amazing. I honestly can't believe that was done in 30 minutes.
I can see some of the wallpaper, and it's just plain simple. That's fine. I didn't know there was any before, but yeah.
If I was here as a businessman, I'd have somewhere to actually put my laptop and work.
And it's not like going into her home anymore.
No, I just like getting rid of the curtains. I felt that was a bit claustrophobic earlier.
But will Alex's handiwork land her in deep trouble with her biggest critic?
For a start, for my 4 stars, I'm not allowed to only have one bedside light. It's got to have 2 bedside, not over there, because I've got to be able to reach it from the bed. And I hate it without these drapes. These drapes is part of the thing. It should have 4 drapes, and they've been taken off, and that is not right.
Sue clearly doesn't approve of Alex's attempt to depersonalise one of Garden Lodge's bedrooms. However, one person has seen it as a change for the better.
I think it's opened the room up from what she's done.
I would say more than 90% of the people that come here appreciate the stuff that we've got round.
Well, you know, I don't really think my opinion is going to count for a lot.
He knows his place.
With Sue struggling to believe that her bric-a-brac may break her business, Alex sits the couple down to see if she can shock them into seeing things her way.
I wouldn't willingly choose to stay somewhere like this. Seems really like, this is what I want you to have.
Yeah, I like this, so you must like this too.
I hope she never comes here.
It's almost staying at Grandma's house. Yeah, that's what it is.
Wish my grandma's house had had a 4-poster bed in it.
Stop being defensive and listen.
Carpet, gotta go.
Carpet, unfortunately, does not go.
I mean, that would actually make a huge difference on its own, wouldn't it?
I probably wouldn't like the carpets he got in his house either, so they're not coming to buy the house.
The footage has had a big impact on Sue. For the first time, she's seeing what people really think of her guest house.
So, Sue, that must have been quite hard to watch. How do you feel?
It's awful. I mean, it makes you feel like you'd like to say to those people, well, I'll come into your house and see if I like your carpets, because you feel they're having a personal attack on you. You want to go and do it to them as well.
Well, you would have the right to do that if they ran B&Bs.
I think it seems very strange because we've never had people that come in and say the room's cluttered.
Listen, I want you to take everything that I'm saying in the spirit of constructive criticism. I am not here to attack you about your personal taste. What I am suggesting is more people would come to stay here if you broadened the appeal. I mean, some people share your taste, apart from anything else. What you're trying to do is open yourself up to the 90% of people who don't in the world. I feel very strongly that you do have some lovely bits. They die in the morass of stuff that you've got there.
With the shock tactics doing their job, Alex has a suggestion for replacing the dining room's claustrophobic decor. By using a theme that's close to Sue's heart, will Alex be given free rein for the redesign?
I would love you to make that the Balinese room.
Oh, well, that's all it can be.
Yeah.
You know, you've got all through the house, along the corridor and everything, you've got lots of prints. So we take everything from the other bits of the house that's anything to do with Bali and we put it in there.
Despite agreeing with Alex's plan, it's clear that the guests' comments have given Sue's pride a knock.
This business is advertised as a family-run guest house. I can see Alex wanted to get some people in to see their general opinion, but these people obviously don't appreciate quality.
And not one to take criticism lying down, Sue calls in local businessman Chris Kirkham, one of her best customers.
I'm Alex.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming to see me.
It's okay, no problem at all.
So, I have no problem at all with some of the things Sue has here. I have a huge problem with the fact that there seems to be no theme and there seems to be 100 different ideas all jostling for your attention.
My point of view is that probably quite a lot of people actually quite like coming into a guest house or a bed and breakfast because it picks up on the personality of the owner. And when you come here, you are getting Sue in Panavision.
Glorious Technicolor.
Absolutely, yes, you know, with surround, the whole works.
Yeah. Obviously, you're a fan of Sue, and you tell me that you place people here and they're very happy. You're a fan of her business.
Yeah.
What do you think of this room?
Right, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I've got to phrase this very carefully so I don't upset Sue either. Yeah, all right, I agree with you that this room does need decluttering, and I will probably pay dearly for that remark.
Why, thank you, sir.
So it seems that even Sue's biggest ally has sided with the hotel inspector. As her visit draws to a close, Alex reiterates what needs to be improved to give Garden Lodge a fighting chance.
I've now, I think, been very fair. We brought in what we've called our focus group, and I've even talked to one of your friends who places people here. So I think the same things do keep coming up. It's too cluttered, it's too personal. The business-personal separation isn't good enough. Those are the things that people keep saying.
Alex can't ignore that some guests have said part of the problem over the over-personalised guest house is the personality of the owner. She confronts the couple with some of their TripAdvisor reviews.
We phoned the guest house directly to book a room and were greeted by one of the rudest women ever. I assume that's you. The room was advertised as a four-poster but was cramped and cluttered. Another one. The customer service was very poor. It wasn't possible to use a pool or to get dinner.
This is because they were wedding guests and wanted to come in very early in the morning. So early they should have actually booked the night before. And I think people that are very happy with places, and I've spoken to people about this, don't even bother to review it on the internet.
I agree, but that means that there are some unhappy customers. I've got a hotel myself, so I'm telling you that I know very well that you can't please all the people all the time.
But you can please most of the people most of the time.
That is the plan. So here, I'd like you to agree or disagree the principle about depersonalising.
Well, now you're not going to touch my lounge.
You're feeling much better.
I'm feeling much better about it.
OK, so you need to take everything down. Keep aside in one area of the house all the things that you would like to put back in here. When I come back, we will look at every single piece and decide where to hang it so that it shows to its best advantage. I think you'll love it. And more importantly, I think your guests will love it. Are you with me?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
After weeks of battle, Alex has finally persuaded Sue and Ron to get behind her plans for transforming Garden Lodge. Is it now on the path for a rosy future?
I can't tell you how relieved I am. I never thought for a moment that Sue would give in. But I tell you what, I still think Sue's going to find it so hard to declutter that dining room. I'm just going to have to wait and see whether I've really won this war.
I'm looking forward now till the next visit when they come and do the makeovers, because I want to see what it looks like, and obviously I want more customers to come, so you know, it's going to be interesting to see if what she's doing is really going to work for us.
A few days later, and work is well underway on the renovations at Garden Lodge. But as Alex expected, removing the results of 2 decades of hoarding has been a painful process for Sue.
I've done what Alex has asked me to do and stripped the room. Well, it's nearly stripped now. When I took all my pictures down, I must admit, I did have quite a good cry. Alex has still got to prove to me that this is actually going to make my business busier. I'm not convinced yet. I don't really want to come in here again now until it's all finished. It's depressing seeing it like this, and I just want them to get on with it now and get it finished, and I'll go and do whatever I've got to do and let them get on with it, really.
But for Sue, leaving the decorations alone might be easier said than done.
Here! He's brought blown vinyl. I told him in the first place we can't have blown vinyl because... No one told me, I just got from you. Yeah, but that's not blown vinyl.
Oh, I know that.
Because...
We're going to stop this in Speedway.
People do this and they pick it off. We've had it in the hall and we had to paper all the hall again because people go like this and they stand and pick it off. I'm not having blown vinyl. I've gone along with Alex on Magnolia. I've gone along with stripping my walls, but I'm having the paper I want painted on my walls.
We weren't told, so obviously we can't. If we don't tell us, we can't put it up.
You should be a mind reader. Women have to be.
Sue, she certainly knows what she wants. I've got something quite similar, but unfortunately it wasn't quite what she wanted.
It takes a woman to sort these things out all the time. My husband is going to come down now, so if you can find something you've got 10 rolls of, yeah?
Right, let's get on.
I'm not having blown vinyl.
The disagreement over the wallpaper may have blown over, but there's another unwelcome surprise waiting for Sue outside. Keen to encourage a thorough clear-out of the dining room, Alex has arranged for a special delivery.
Oh my God, what does she expect me to do with this? I know I'd like to put in this at the moment.
Good afternoon, sir. This is a present from Alex.
Dear Sue, thought this might be useful to you. Can't wait to see what's in it on my next visit. Lots of love, Alex. Well, it won't be here when she comes next time because there isn't room for it on my car park for all my customers' vehicles that go there. So you better load it back up because I've got nothing to go in it. You think you've got problems? Just swap places.
Unimpressed, Sue has her own suggestion as to what to do with the skip.
Well, Alex might have some cheap crap at her hotel she'd like to put in here. I suggest you go down to Devon, actually, because I haven't got any cheap crap to go in it. I'm extremely pleased this is Alex's last visit because I just want to get back to running my business now without all this going on all the time. But I will be glad to get my dining room back to not looking like an empty cavern that echoes when you go in it because it's so empty. If Alex doesn't allow me to keep the character and the personality in the room, I should make sure it's put into that room when she's gone.
After months of convincing and cajoling, the hotel inspector is back for her last visit to Garden Lodge. Alex is hoping that she and Sue will now join forces to finish the redecoration of the dining room.
I would like Sue to look at her dining room and be happy with it. I would like her to accept that I've done all this in her best interest. And most importantly, the proof will be in the pudding. Can Sue become more successful? That we'll only find out with time. Gosh, looks very different, doesn't it?
Does.
It's lighter.
What do you think?
It's not better and it's not worse, it's different.
Different is one way of putting it. And Sue once again has her reasons for not decluttering as much as she could.
It felt like you were just trying to take us completely out of this room, make it completely impersonal.
Despite me saying what I'm saying about making it the Bolognese room, I mean,
Yes,
how can
but
you accuse me of that?
Because I thought you wanted all my photos out as well, which has completely taken us out of the room.
Well, why don't we bring them back now? There's no point in you waiting until I'm gone, darling. OK, I'm very happy to put them back here and now, and we do it all together. Maybe on this wall.
With the truce called, it's time to adorn the magnolia walls with a few select family photos and pieces of art.
Look better on the clean background, don't they? What?
I think we've got to see what space we've got on that wall.
OK, fine. Fine by me.
Facing an obstinate Sue, Alex decides to compromise in this war of the wall space.
Quite close to that looks nice, doesn't it?
Is that the right way round? Can we look at it the other way round?
It's been a battle of wills at every stage of the process. And Sue is still at risk of letting her collections cost her her business. But with the restrained decoration complete, will she finally change her mind?
Sue.
Yeah?
Do you like this?
Yes, I like it.
Does it feel more like your home again?
Oh, now I've got my photos back, yeah.
I think, for me, it means that people are going to come in and there's this connection with Barley, which is something nice.
With the guest public area brought into the 21st century, Alex wants to show Sue that her effort in decluttering will pay off. Will one last challenge be the push Sue needs to realise it's all been worthwhile?
My plan tomorrow, if you are willing to lay on a traditional Kentish cream tea, is to get lots of people down here, people who may use this not only as overnight guests, but also this room and the future conservatory. See what they think, see if they approve of the new, I think, improved look. We'll see, won't we?
We will. I better hurry up and go and get some cakes and scones made then.
I have great faith in you, Sue.
Good.
And keen to impress, Sue furiously prepares for the party. But will the new dining room impress the guests and VIPs?
What I'm hoping is that people will come in and there'll be good energy to see the changes that are here and hopefully the change in Sue too.
The guest list of local business and tourism leaders also includes local MP and former Conservative Party leader Michael Howard.
Hello.
This is the hotel inspector.
Right.
And the conversation quickly turns to how the hotel inspector coped with her most formidable opponent yet.
I can imagine it was a huge battle of wills, and I'm extremely glad I wasn't there. I wouldn't have liked to be in the middle of it.
But has the transformed dining room made an impact on the guests?
I think the dining room is much better. It's a lighter area, much less clutter.
And even Chris Kirkham is back to cast his opinion.
All right, darling, this is a tough one.
Go on.
Do you prefer it more now, or did you prefer it more as it was before?
That's difficult. That is difficult. No, this is a fantastic compromise. It's still Sue's dining room, but you've done what you said you wanted to do, which was declutter.
So you approve?
I do.
Thank you, sir.
So it seems the hotel inspector's handiwork has been met with positive reviews. The guests leave Garden Lodge, and all that's left for Alex to do is have one last chat with Sue and Ron.
The response today has been very, very good. I mean, I thought you were in your element with all these people.
It's nice to know, really, that, you know, you've got the support when you need it.
You seem much happier than you were when we first arrived.
Well, I think when you first arrived, we were dreading what you were going to do, but now you're going, we know what you've done.
So it's just relief,
It's an easy way round it.
We've got to see what extra business we're going to get in. You know, that is going to be the proof of it at the end of the day.
I'm hoping that this will reverse the trend. And although you think that I have wanted to make you like other anodyne hotels, that was certainly never my intention. I think it's essential that places like this exist.
And if we can create the sort of feeling that we did today, then I think this business can go forward quite considerably.
And I won't put loads of stuff back in because you let me put my photos in.
Yeah, woohoo! I think, you know, darling, this is my idea of heaven. When I first came to Garden Lodge, it was filled with dolls, fairies, chintzy plates and innumerable other ephemera, all of which left me feeling that there wasn't even room enough for guests to breathe. It's still not to my personal taste, but I believe that by compromising with Sue, I've made her happy and I've also managed to broaden its appeal. The rest is up to Ron and Sue.